Hey guys, Fraser51 here, and today is Saturday. So, actually August 8th, because I know I'm gonna, publish this video a lot later on. So, that's just to let you guys know it's Saturday, August 8th for me. So, if you remember last week's video, didn't get too much from the whole Interstate 127 route, but I had high hopes for today. And I knew, well, I shouldn't say I knew, I was fairly certain I was going to get some good video games just because I was going to go to Goodwill first, because there was a lot of stuff there and I wanted to get my hands on some of it, so that's what I did today. And sure enough, I was pretty much the first one there. I did not get there when they opened up. I was like 2 minutes late maybe. But when I got in there, I walked in the door, I saw a person looking at the case that had all the games in it. I'm like, well, shit. And he's kind of like my age, so I'm like, fuck, it's a collector. Because most of the only thing that was pretty much in the case was games, so. But, I decided, I'll let him take his pick, He won. He was there first. So I start walking around another area, and sure enough, he leaves the case. Fuck it. I'm going to the case first, so I go over there, I get one of the attendants, and I start waiting in line for the case to be open. And sure enough, the guy comes back, but you know what? I got there first, so I was going through the games and all that, and he asked me, would it mind if I open other side? The other side, gets access to the Nintendo games and some old Genesis games, which I already went through. I cherry picked the shit already before. If it's half off, I might find a game or two, but I wasn't there for. I was not there for that. So, I was like, sure, it'll be nice. I'll let the guy go through it. He was going through Nintendo games only. I was going through the PlayStation 1 games, and all of that, but the first thing I picked out was, because I didn't hide it very well, was actually, no, I got the light on, that's right. Zelda, the Wind Waker. And it came complete. It has a manual. In fact, it has everything. It's got the thing about the Game Boy Advance that you can hook up and play with a buddy. It's got the advertisement for Nintendo's Nintendo Power. And it's got this manual thing, whatever, for precautions. And of course, the game's in there. And the game's in alright condition. It's not the best condition, but it's gonna play. The case itself ain't in the greatest condition, but if you guys have a good memory, and you've been watching my show for a while, then you realize I picked up a perfect, with manual, Zelda the Wind Waker case, just to have for an extra case, just in case the game was in, loose, or if the game was real crappy, or the case was real crappy, or the manual's missing. So I have a perfect case to put all this stuff in there. So, and I got it for, it says $10, I got it for $5 because it was 50% off day. So, it wasn't worth $10 to me, but $5 for a Zelda game, Wind Waker, which I'm really looking forward to play because it's kind of like a manga kind of look, an anime, which a lot of people actually didn't like. From my understanding, like some people really hated it, some people liked it. I enjoy that because I was into anime and manga for a long time before I started playing video games. So or playing modern day games, really, I guess you could say. So I'm really digging the look a lot. So I'm looking forward to playing that game. I've only seen my buddies play it before, so I got a little taste of what it's like. So I picked that up right away because that wasn't hitting too well, And that's definitely what got picked up. And then, I started going through the PlayStation 1 games. And there's a couple ones I didn't pick up just because, they're $5, there have been $2.50, but there have been, like, if there were dollar games, I would have picked some up. Just for shits and giggles. I found a Hello Kitty game, and I'm like, I'll pass it up for $2.50, And there's some other games there I kind of passed up that, for $2.50 I just wasn't worth it. But I did pick up a Sega Dreamcast game, and I picked this up for $2.50. I don't know anything about it, but it's a Sega Dreamcast game for $2.50. It's not sports games. It's called the 7th Cross Evolution. I don't know. I'm not even sure. It might be an RPG game. I can't really tell, honestly. You know. It might be a dud. It might be alright. I don't know. But there's not that many Genesis games out there, or Dreamcast games out there, that you can find real easily, so I picked it up. The disc is a little bit scratched up. It's not in great condition, but I'm pretty sure it's going to play. So, you know what? I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up for $250. I'm trying to get a lot of good. I'm trying to get Dreamcast and Sega Saturn games. That's what I'm trying to pick up a lot of. Besides good games in general. And finally, the game I hid. The main reason why I came back there. It is Final Fantasy Tactics Black Label, and it is in great condition. For $10, it's almost worth paying $10 just to have it. But I decided to hide it real good, and I'll come back first thing tomorrow, and I'll pick it up for half off. And the game is it's got maybe 2 scratches in it. Other than that, it's flawless. There's a couple of scratches up top. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. There's one kind of right there somewhere. But it's pretty much flawless. So I'm super excited. I haven't beat the game yet. I borrowed this from a friend. I borrowed the greatest hits from a friend and played on the PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 when I first got my PlayStation 2. Some of my friends started, they gave me Final Fantasy 7, which I beat. And they gave me Final Fantasy Tactics, which I did not beat. I got like halfway through. And I got this on the PSP. And I think I'm going to play that one first because all the way through, just because it has a video. And not only that, but you can go through the old dialogue. So you can like pretty much spend a day just going through all the dialogue in the story, for fun. And you can play the individual, the boss battles, whatever. You can replay those. So the PSP version is actually really nice. So I think I'm going to be playing that. But yeah, super excited to have this. Could not believe I saw it there. I was so excited yesterday when I saw it there. I also the guy who was going through the games and all that, he was in the Nintendo section the whole time, and sure enough, he picked out. I mean, there was like 4 stacks like this big, 4 stacks of like Nintendo games, and I cherry picked the Battletoads. I picked it out already. And there's a couple other games I might have picked up, later on. Well, one I did pick up, but he took all of them except for like this small little stack, and most of them was crappy games. But this one was in there, and I picked it out, and And he said it was a crappy game. I'm like, I remember playing this as a kid. It was fun. I had a lot of fun playing this. Arch rivals, going around just beating the shit out of the rest of the opponents. I mean, it was so much fun. And I picked it up for 50 cents because it was half price off day. 50 cents. Of course I'm going to pick it up. Childhood memories, man. I love that game. It was so much fun. Maybe it didn't carry over as much, replaying it, but the guy said it was crap. I'm like, you're out of your mind, man. This game was fun as hell to play. So, another thing I picked up, some hardware. I picked up some hardware. There was actually a Super Nintendo there. Was really great, really faded, brown, yellow, like it was just nasty looking. That guy actually picked it up. He picked it up for $7 because it was 14, so half off. That's actually a decent deal. It's not an awful deal, but it's not a great deal either because it was really brown and yellow. But I still don't own a PlayStation, a Super Nintendo controller. I got the cord. To play it because I got a GameCube cord which works on it. Same with an N64, but I don't have a controller, and I don't have a power pack either. But I heard that the Genesis power plugs into Super Nintendo. That's what I heard. I haven't tried anything like that, but that's what I heard. So, but I did pick up some hardware, and it's for the Nintendo. It's for the GameCube Nintendo actually, and I didn't realize what it was. But like after I got through all the games and all that, I picked it up. I'm like, let me look at this, a little bit closer because I saw it there yesterday. And here, it has a disc inside that you have to play, and it's for the Game Boy. Let me show you. the Game Boy player or whatever, and it hooks on the base of the GameCube. And what I thought it was like, you know, peripheral, so you can play like Pokemon. You know, it's only for certain games that you could use it for. But the more I started looking at it, the more I thought, I think it plays almost any Game Boy game. Any of them, like a PlayStation, the original Game Boy, the color ones, and the advanced one. I think it plays all of them. So I'm like, I can play them on my big screen TV. Not only that, but I can record it on my DVD recorder. So when I review games, I can review it, you know, not through like you know, holding the handhold. I can review it through the Game Boy or the GameCube hooked up to the TV, which is hooked up to also my DVD recorder. So, fuck yeah, I'm gonna pick this up. And not only that, I picked it up for $250. Can you beat that? Seriously? Nah. I mean, amazed. It looks like in great condition. I was a little bit worried that it might be missing some cords or something, because there's actually a, you know, plug in the front. But that's just like if you have like extra Game Boys plugged in. It's like a link spot you can use for multiple Game Boys plugged in together, or Game Boy Advances. And I went through the manual to read up on it. So, and then they always said, like, you know, some games it may not work. Some of the original ones, just some, but most of them. The general rule of thumb is it's gonna play on here. So I'm super excited. If you guys ever come across one, especially if you want to review games, pick up one of these. I don't know if you're going to be able to find it for $5 at a Goodwill. They really underpriced this, I think. So, super excited to have it. And lastly, I picked up this Sega CD game. They marked it down. It's been $5 for a long time. They marked it down to $2, so I picked it up for $1. I mean, it's a hockey game, but I didn't pick it up because of that. I picked it up because the hinges work, and overall the case ain't back shape. Like, the back's a little bit scratched up, and there is one deep cut that goes all the way through across the middle section, but it's not all the way through. It's just part right there. You know, and I think I might play it a little bit. You know, play some hockey just for shits and giggles. But I mainly bought it for the case for $1. You know, it seemed like it was worth it for me. $2.50 when it was $5. $2.50 for the case wasn't worth it, but for $1 I'll pick it up. So that's all I got from that one Goodwill. The one Goodwill I went there early for, and I got the 2 games I really wanted. And I didn't realize it. I should have probably picked this up the day before had I known what this was. I thought it was just like an accessory for a video game. You know, just for one, like, you know, one Pokemon game and that's it. I didn't realize it was for all Game Boy games. So, but you know, I still got it for you know, 50% off. So that's awesome. Running a little bit late, and I got a ton more shit to show you guys. I got a lot. Let's give you a little teaser for because I'm gonna make this a 2-part one. This is gonna be covered in the part 2. So look forward to that. Look forward to that video, and you know, I'm gonna post them all together, so you can just watch that right after that. So check it out.